Hey, so let's say that you forgot your hard drive one of these days at class. How do you get access to your work? Or worse, if you don't have any way to move your session from the school's computer to your home computer where you might have Pro Tools installed and you want to work on it there, how do we get that work back and forth? It's really simple. So as you can see right here, I've already got exercise 1 downloaded. We downloaded exercise 1 zip in class, so you should have it. When you unzipped it, it gave us a folder that I've already renamed with my 2050 exercise 1. Now I haven't done any work on this project yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and rename this. And let's pretend we did some work on this here at school. I'm going to open it up. It'll launch in Pro Tools. And you can see, if you've used this before, nothing is done yet on this project. So if I just do a few things, let's resize it. If you've gone through the drills, you know that shortcut. I'm going to fit everything on the screen. And I'm just going to do a couple quick tweaks just so it looks quite a bit different. Let's say you did at least a little bit of work on this project and you want to make sure that that work is duplicated when you get back to school or when you get to home so you can work on it there or wherever else you're trying to work on this in Pro Tools. So I've made this all different. I'm going to save it and I'm going to go ahead and quit this session. So Pro Tools Command Q quits that out. Now you can see when we look back at our file that's on this school computer that it's been saved right now. So this is where our work is saved. What if I want to send that to myself at home so I can work on it there? Well, we already know, like we talked about in class, that the audio files will need to be on that other computer as well. So of course, the ideal thing is you have an entire external hard drive that you can drag this whole folder onto to take it with you. If you don't though, how do you get it there? Well, I'm going to email this file to myself. In fact, it's a good idea to go ahead and email that file to yourself normally anyway. That way you've got a copy of your work file, the actual work you did, in the cloud or in your email. Now, I'm going to assume you know how to email a file to yourself. So if you go and you'll notice that this little file is so small, you can upload that into your email, send it to yourself, but ultimately that's just going to look like you now have a copy of this one file on your other computer. If you try to open that by yourself or by itself, you're going to notice you get this message. Notice it has all your work, all of the things that we did to it, but it's missing those audio files. So it says, would you like to find them, relink them, etc. And so we could try to have it search, but it's not going to be able to find them if you don't have them on your hard drive. So there's a very simple solution. We simply need to go back to the website where we already downloaded the exercise1.zip file and download it again. So I'm going to go to exercise1.zip and download that entire zip file. And I'm going to put it right there on that home computer. Now, rather than doing that right now, I'm just going to go ahead and copy exercise1.zip over here and unzip it. So on that home computer, wherever you're at, if you've downloaded exercise1.zip, if you think about it, you now have exactly what you started with. And it has all the audio files inside of it, none of which have been touched. It has an untouched 2050 exercise 1 beginning file. Notice since we opened Pro Tools, it made this extra session file backups. But in order for this to work on your other computer, all you got to do is take your session file and drag and drop it in here. Now when you go to open it up, all of your work is saved in there. It's going to find the audio files right next to it, and it's going to relink. Double click, and there you go. So even if you then wanted to work on this, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to zoom it out really far. I'm going to turn on a few more things. I'm just going to adjust the screen just so we can see it a little bit better and kind of have a few other choices made. And I'm going to save this, and let's close it. And once I close it, you noticed what I've got? It's just been saved at a more recent time. So this is now the latest version of the file. So if I then email that back to myself, I'm going to copy it and pretend I've emailed it up. When I download it back at school, what I need to do is re-download exercise 1, because at school, of course, this file will have been deleted. But if I download exercise1.zip at school, unzip that, and put my work file, which has the most recent date on it, put that in there, and now when I double click it on the school computer, it's going to find those audio files again, won't it? So when I double click it there, boom, session launches, and it has all of my work as well as the audio files. That should help you get relinking and moving a session file around between different places. You can always go back to, of course, my website and re-download those files there for exercise 1 as well.